here. All right, we're at all-time highs, I believe. I think we're at all-time highs. Look at that. Insane, absolutely insane. Because of that, I'm letting things shake out a little bit more than normal. Okay. Even though, you know, hey, look, you had a buy signal down here. This thing flew up. Even though you got a buy signal here, I'm just kind of waiting things out. I want to see how the market is reacting to being at these crazy historic highs. But because we could get, you know, first 15 minutes we pump up and then we just drop like crazy. But I don't know, you know, we're just gonna hang tight here, and we're gonna see. We are in potential market manipulation time right here. When this timer's red, that's potential market manipulation time. And we want this timer to be white to get into a trade. And you can kind of see there can be tremendous misdirection in the first minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn. And that's what this atomic clock is tracking. Okay. So we're just going to hang tight, very bullish. Holy smokes, green background, A+ setup to the upside. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. Yowza. Yowzer, yowzer, yowzer. Historic prices here, which is just insane. Okay. I've had a couple of really great days to the upside. It's just insane. So, all right, I got about, I don't know, 28 more seconds here before I can make a decision. Wouldn't surprise me if we came back down towards the Maverick guide right here before we continue more to the upside, or if we just start turning around. I'm going to let the indicators guide me. That's what's so cool about these things. You know, let the indicators guide me. All right, we're about to come out. Look at this timer right down here. About to come out. Boom, timer is white. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Are we going to start pushing up? Are we going to start pushing up? All right, and all right, we're going to get into 2 contracts here. I'm going to put my stop loss at the bottom, 1 tick below that candle right there. All right, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about why we're in this trade. First things first, we got a green background. The bulls are in control. The bulls are in control. The Maverick AI Pro colors your background to who's in control. Bears, bulls, okay? You have bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. Let's look at yesterday real quick. This is middle of the night action. If we go back, I mean, yesterday was insane. We got a buy signal right here, and this thing just flew up all day to historic highs. Insane day, absolutely insane day. But we have a saying with the Maverick AI Pro that if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Let's see if we've had any pink recently. Yeah, right here. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Okay, so pink, and then gray. We just stay out of gray, right? People say, "Oh, how do I stay out of chop?" Don't get into gray candles. The Maverick AI Pro can help with that. Okay. All right, let's get back here. Talk more about this trade and why we're in it. Where the heck are my candles? All right, here we go. All right. By the way, all our indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. So that's always a plus. We'll give you a license for both. All right, so green background. Bulls are in control. Bright green candles. Okay, you had a beautiful buy signal right here for the market open, so that's very cool. It's the Maverick Signals, comes free in the Ultimate Edge bundle. You got an A+ setup down here, folks. A+ setup, the Maverick Radar. This is the Maverick Radar. Let me move my arrow here, sorry. Let me go like this, right there. There's your A+ setup. The Maverick Radar goes through our checklist of a bunch of our indicators, and it grades each one. Then it gives you an overall grade, and it'll tell you, do you not have a setup? Do you have a B setup? Or do you have an A plus setup? And right now we got an A plus setup to the upside. Very, very cool. A lot of things you can do with this. You can put ES and NQ on the same radar and then wait for confluence, wait for them to both have an A plus setup or at least a B setup. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do there. Okay, so you got an A setup to the upside. Up here, this is the Maverick Multi-X. Think of this as 5 traders, 6 time frames. So instead of trying to read, 6 charts, trying to read all these charts and also trade a whole nother one, I couldn't do that, okay? So that's why we designed the Maverick Multi-X. 5 traders who all have a completely different style, voting across 6 time frames. And right now they're mostly bullish across 6 time frames. You got 2 traders. Oh, you're in manipulation time. That's why. So you're going to see a little bit of red, probably a little bit of retracement. No big deal. But you're going to get a little bit of that in this retracement time or this manipulation time. Okay. We're going to wait till the timer turns white. And if we continue to the upside, I'm going to add a contract. Okay. All right. Maverick trender down here, when this line is pegged to the top, see how it flat lines at the ceiling here? That's showing massive strength and momentum. Okay, I'm actually going to break my rule here because we have such great momentum. I'm actually going to add a contract a little early here. There we go. Okay, so the Maverick trender, let's get back to the Maverick trender. All right, I normally wait until this timer is white and we get out of potential market manipulation time. But when we start taking off like that, that's not 6 ticks of market manipulation. That's like we're moving. Okay. All right. So down here, see the Maverick trender? See when this is pegged to the top, it can't go any further. It's like flatlined at the top. That is showing massive strength and momentum. And you can see all the way from here, it was pegged to the top. And look at where we're at now. It's a huge move. Here's another flat top right here, pre-market, but I mean, beautiful move from here all the way up to here, okay? Even this guy, this little flat top right here, you eventually came up, okay? And I know I have my chart squished, so it doesn't look like huge moves, but these are beautiful moves. Maverick trender got pegged here, and it came all the way down to here. Again, doesn't look like a huge move, but what's that? 745, 46, down to about... Yeah, it's a $13 move. $13 times 4, because it's 4 ticks, right? Okay, so it's what, 52? 52 ticks? Okay, just on one contract, that'd be $650. So it doesn't look like a huge move, and it is, middle of the night. This is 4:30 a.m., but that's a heck of a move. The Maverick trender was pegged this entire time. Okay, we love these flat tops. Okay, all right, getting a little retracement because we were pretty far from the Maverick guide. This blue line right here, we like to go long when price is above the blue line. We like to go short when price is below the blue line. Long when price is above the blue line. We can just show you that over and over again. Okay, so not surprising. We're getting a little retracement. That's okay. All right, so all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. We're in and out of our A setup because this calculates per tick. This calculates per tick. So you're going to see that. That's why when sometimes people are like, oh, can I set an alarm for the A plus setup and just walk away from my charts? I'm like, you're going to drive yourself nuts because this thing is calculating every single tick. You can change that if you want, but I like to know every single tick in movement. Okay. All right. So again, let's go over this because this is what clear vision. This was the game changer for me. This is clear vision of the charts. Okay. Green background. Okay. I wouldn't go short with a green background. Okay. Green background. The bulls are in control, bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Again, look at yesterday, okay? Yesterday, we got this buy signal from the Maverick signals, and we literally took off all the way till about the close. Insane, okay? Insane. Let me clean up my charts here. All right. I'll move this up so it's easier for you guys to see. All right. So again, green background, bulls are in control, bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. We had a beautiful buy signal way back here. A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick radar. Double checking your eyes, confirming what you think you see. Okay. Maverick trender pegged to the top. You got this beautiful uptrend label down here. I'm not sure if you can see it right there. And then all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. What we're doing here, and I talk about this in every video, is we're stacking probability, right? We're just stacking probability in our favor. Okay, you guys hear me say every day, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it swims like a duck, it's probably a duck. Well, if you got a green background, you got bright green candles, your strongest upside data candle, the Maverick AI Pro turns your chart into a heat map. If you got an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, oh boy, okay, let's just close that. Boom, let's just take our profits. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go. We are at all-time highs. I have no idea if this thing's going to keep going for the rest of the day or if we're just going to dump at some point, okay? These are historic prices. So we go over, 1,000, I'm just going to close it out. You saw we just crushed that thing, okay? And we had clear vision the entire time, right? There's nowhere in here. Where was the market open? There's nowhere in here, market open was right here. There's nowhere in here that we were thinking, no, we're going down. Nowhere, right? I mean, since we've opened on this candle, which we sat out, okay, but that's personal preference. We've had a green background. We've had bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. We've had an A+ setup for most of this time on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick radar. All 5 traders have been pretty dang bullish across 6 time frames this entire time. You can add a 7th time frame and you can change these time frames. And the Maverick trender has been pegged to the top. It has not let up since 9:10 a.m. Okay, folks, this is what clear vision is. This is edge. All right. So if you want some edge in the market, if you want clear vision on your charts, come check us out, all right? Not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. Okay, we know that. Market can do anything at any time. Look at it rip today. Holy smokes, after just having a historic day yesterday. But we would love to help you crush it and for you to check out our indicators. So come check us out, all right? MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.